Hello, I'm Citrus, and you're looking at the Master Grade F91 Gundam F91. Redundancy. This kit came out in 2006, retailing for 3,200 yen, and you pay the extra 200 for the Rafflesia Base, which I'm not really a fan of. Now, there is also a Harrison Martin color of this, which is blue and yellow, but the stickers on that one are absolutely atrocious. So I decided to get this one instead because it looks kind of, well, I mean, at the bare minimum, it looks better out of the box without any painting. You can see mine got crushed here a little bit. So of course, the F91 Gundam F91 comes from the TV show turned movie, Gundam F91. And I have tried watching it on 3 separate occasions, dub and sub, and I have never been able to make it through more than 30 minutes of it without wanting to kill myself because I have absolutely no idea what is happening. It doesn't matter if I subtitles or not, I just can't follow the story whatsoever. The pacing is pretty atrocious. Now, I know there are some people who are fans of this movie, and I hope that my inability to enjoy it doesn't impact your ability to enjoy my review of this kit, so let's carry on. Now I'm doing this to basically have a benchmark because the 2.0 F91 is obviously coming pretty soon, and Bandai has been advertising all of its new gimmicks like metallic internal frame parts, lighting gimmicks, and all that kind of good stuff. But if you know anything about the actual mobile suit itself, the F91 is really short. Let's see if I can find some technical information in here for you. Okay, this is quite odd because usually in the manual or on the box somewhere, it'll usually tell you like some critical stats about the mobile suit, like how tall it is, how much power its generator makes, how heavy it is, and stuff like that. But I can't actually find any information anywhere in the paperwork that comes with the kit that tells you how tall it is. Anyway, it's only like a 15-meter-ish sort of Gundam, so it's very tiny. And I am kind of, how shall we say, suspicious about how much Bandai can actually do to improve this. I mean, I know they can probably improve the part separation for all the little triangle details on this kit, but to make them actually like white and yellow instead of having to paint or sticker them up. But aside from that, I really don't know what they can put in here. For one thing, the lighting gimmick has already been revealed to be a externally powered sort of thing. So in addition to the kit, you have to spend 2,000 yen on a battery box with 2 wire-connected LEDs coming off of it, kind of like the deals you get with the Perfect Grade Unicorn in Exia. And that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable because I don't want to have to pay 6,000 yen for a very tiny Master Grade, but you know what? For your sake, and I guess for mine, because I'm really curious, I am going to find the whole thing at some point and put it together for you. Oh, and I said Rafflesia earlier, and you'll see here it's spelled Rafflesia. So that's, I'm assuming that's kind of a romanization error, because, you know, R's and L's sound the same in Japanese, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Rafflesia because Rafflesia is the plant, which I assume this veiny, tentacly thing is supposed to be based on, and not Rafflesia, which is nothing. So, alright, enough of me talking, let's look at the plates. We'll begin with my least favorite part of this kit, which is the Rafflesia base. And yes, I get it. It's cool that this comes with a display base, but it's detailed. And if you wanted to make it look anything like it did in the movie, you have to paint all of it because the whole thing is red. So for me, because I'm not going to be using this thing, because I want all of my kits to be on matching bases, I'm not going to paint this. But you can see here, like, not even the chair is a separate part or anything like that. So, and not to mention, so here's the back where the arm goes, and this is the arm you get right here. And you can see here are the bits that would plug into the actual kit, and these stands, which have also shown up in some of the older Destiny Master Grades, they're not super strong. A lot of the heads on them tend to break very easily because, as you can see, if you're putting this in any angle other than straight up, this maybe 2.5-3 millimeters of ABS plastic is the only thing keeping your kit from crashing down onto your shelf. And that, I hate that. I hate that so much. I do not ever want to put my things on anything that is this flimsy. So, I don't know. I mean, I haven't personally heard any horror stories of people who've had their Rafflesia bases break and destroying their F91s, but I don't want to take the risk. So I'm just not going to use it. I'll show you guys how it goes on, but that's basically it. And that rolls up pretty nicely into the inner frame, which is all ABS for this kit. And you get this plate here, which is the waist. This plate here, which is the weapons calves knee covers. More waist, and the chest bits. This one is polystyrene, of course, because none of these are like structural joints or anything. There are no poly caps in this kit because Bandai at the time was going through an experimental phase where they were trying to see if an all ABS kit would be, I guess, good enough. And from what I've heard, and I don't know if this is true for everyone, some people say that the joints are too tight, some people say that they hold up just fine. So I think how well everything fits together is going to be a little bit hit and miss. And of course, since this kit is 12 years old now, and I'm not exactly sure when mine was made, it's entirely possible that I might have a grenade and mine will just not go together at all. But I have high hopes. I mean, since these are all supposed to be joints, I'd imagine that they were manufactured to a pretty high level of precision, and that I won't have to squeeze anything together or force anything together too badly. And as I'm going through these plates, I hope you can see that, you know, the sculpting on them is pretty good, right? So you have two of these, you have little bits of detail on the knees and stuff. There's no real like sliding armor gimmicks or anything like that with this kit, again, due to the size, but it is nice. So I don't really know how much a 2.0 can improve on it. And just to hammer the point home, so this is the first of the armor parts, and I have the feet here, the calves and thighs, and you can see here they're not that big. Here's my high grade age 1, and you can see the thighs there are only slightly shorter than the thighs here. So this finished thing is going to be a little bit taller than like a regular normally sized high grade, and a bigger one like say New Gundam or something is probably going to be exactly as tall as this. Some more armor parts. You can see on the inside here they are detailed, so good old-fashioned master grade quality right there. You can see some sculpting on the inside, which is really nice. I never really bothered painting these because I don't plan to take them off or show them off or anything, but this was the quality that we had in the good old days. And another one. One thing I hope Bandai does not do with the F91 is what they did with the V2 Ver.1.0, which I don't know why they chose to do it, but they made it way too big. The whole thing is like a centimeter taller than the Victory Gundam, and it's just completely out of scale when it's supposed to be only 3 millimeters taller. So if they make the F91 2.0 and it is not to scale because they had to cram other mechanical things in it that they probably didn't really need to put in anyway, then I will be pretty upset. And here is bits of the head. Good sculpting all around. Although I have to say, so here's the bazooka. Sorry, not the bazooka, the beam launcher. And it looks like you're going to have to paint all of the details in here. And okay, fine. If they improve on this, I won't complain. And there we go. That's the little cap for the pilot seat for Iron Mass to sit in the Rafflesia. And feet. V-fin, very sharp, pointy, and no little kid-safe nubs on the end, which is very nice. And here are all the little yellow triangles I need to put in everywhere. So I'm maybe on the 2.0 they'll make these like cut out, so you don't have to paint the little black triangle on the inside of the yellow. That would be nice. And yeah, that's basically it. So these little long parts on the sides, they aren't stickers, which is really nice because I remember on the Strike Freedom, sorry, no, on a Freedom of some description that was released around this time, the blue stripes on the rifles were stickers, and people were not very happy about that. So most of the colors on the kit should be well represented. We have very tiny set of foil seals, and you can see they're all just for little black triangles and stuff like that. So colors shouldn't need much painting aside from just minor detailing. Oh, and of course, last thing I forgot is a little beam shield effect part. Kind of like the ones that you got on the later Seed Destiny Master Grades. This doesn't quite look like the same shape, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Because Bandai likes saving money on this kind of stuff. But you can see a pretty nice ripply effect going out from the center. Like, how do you improve on this? I mean, this looks really good as it is, right? I'll get this put together for you guys so that you can see it next to 2.0 when that comes out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.